Hello. Today I would like to talk to you about capacitors, particularly capacitors in old vintage Macintosh computers like this original Macintosh LC. The capacitors that we are concerned about here are of the electrolytic type. An electrolytic capacitor consists of an aluminum housing and alternating layers of aluminum and aluminum oxide separated by paper and an electrolytic fluid, typically boric acid. An area where this type of capacitor often fails is the rubber plug at the base. When the rubber plug leaks due to age, the fluid inside the capacitor flows out over the board and corrodes any metal it comes in contact with. You can take perfect care of a collectible Macintosh like this, but if the capacitors leak on the logic board, it can end up destroying it. For this demonstration, I am removing these capacitors using hot air. A soldering iron can be used, but keep in mind that you have to be very careful not to lift the pads off the board. Also, as an added note, if you have two soldering irons, you can heat both sides of the capacitor at the same time. Once the solder melts, just gently lift it away. Clean the solder pads by applying fresh solder to them. Then remove the excess with desoldering braid. It is important that all acid residue be removed. To clean this off, place the board in a dishwasher. Allow the board to dry for several days before proceeding with the next step. The type of capacitors we will be using as replacements are tantalum capacitors. I have chosen these because they will never leak. Please note the black bar indicates positive. Make sure to place the correct capacitors in their appropriate locations. I will place a diagram later in this video to show the correct locations for all the capacitors. Before installing them on the board, make sure to apply a little solder directly to the pads of the components. In this video, I am using solder paste, but you can use regular solder if you wish. Use alcohol to remove any flux residue from the board. Alright, here we are, fully reassembled. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it both educational and entertaining. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below.